Sorry about that, guys. I got disconnected. The internet seems to be a little wacky. We're having a nice little rainy day here in Tampa on a Father's Day weekend. So, pretty much wanted to share something with you guys, and I'll turn the music down because I've actually wanted to do this PSA since this morning. So, allow me to go ahead and just let you know what's going on here. So, this morning, I do obviously have a Twitter, as you guys can see. I have it posted up right there. So my pinned tweet is pretty much about a story that I had with my father one time growing up, and just to give you a background of how this works. So I was raised in a predominantly Latin household. I'm originally from Puerto Rico, and most of the time, you get discipline in a Latin household. This is one of those things where dad never really hit us or anything like that. So, this is a little fun story for me, and I found it so hilarious because it is so out of character for my dad when he was alive. So he passed away, to leukemia, and this is one of those things that he trolled me so good when I was a teenager. Because let me tell you, I was a bad kid growing up, and I deserved all the discipline I got. So I'm gonna go on record and be extremely serious about this next part. So I'm gonna click on this. So this is the story I had with my dad, and I'll go into that in a later time. But here we go. This is where I wanted to get to. So normally on Twitter, I don't have notifications for when people actually post on post comments on my tweets. So for instance, if you don't follow me, I'm not gonna get any notification that you actually left something or a comment or anything like that. You have to follow me in order for me to receive the pop-up. So this morning I decided to go pretty crazy, decided to, reread the story and whatnot. And, with it being Father's Day, I was going to post it again. And I did. I retweeted it. And so right down here, you have two very inappropriate comments. And when I say inappropriate, it goes along the lines of pretty much saying that I'm glad your dad is dead. So that is an awful and evil thing to say to somebody that you don't even know. So with that being said, on my channel from now on, anybody, you know how I do on my stream, guys. If you guys are going to troll me, and I'm absolutely okay. I don't ban, I don't time out, I don't have mods that are just supervising you at all times to ban you. That's not the way I like to work. I like to think that my chats are pretty cool. So moving forward, so I'm not even gonna put the names of these people out there. One of the things that I don't want to do, and I get it with it being 2019 and people looking for revenge on certain things, especially when it comes to sensitivity about certain issues, with my dad passing away and these two idiots pretty much telling me that, I'm glad your old man is dead. I mean, my dad was one of the best men I've ever known in my entire life, if not the best man. And for somebody to actually not know you and not know where you come from or anything like that, it is just absolutely, it's unacceptable. And one of the reasons I'm not sharing these people's information is that evil begets evil at each and every turn. So if I stoop down to their level, then it really makes me no better than they are. And that's fine. That's the way I'm handling this. So I've blocked them. I don't want my viewers to see comments because most of my followers are people that I know personally. And they understand that when my father passed away, it was a really tough time period for me. And for somebody to just not know you completely and just read the story that you find so endearing about your father on Twitter, and to have these trolls come out here and say things like that, I hope that when it comes down to it, that these two individuals don't ever have to work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. All right. After getting off at 7 p.m., drive to the hospital to be at the bedside of their dying loved one, holding their hand, hearing their last breath. And I hope that when these two individuals find themselves in something very similar, that they understand the pain and the suffering that comes with that. And I don't wish this upon anybody, But in the cases of these two individuals, I hope you guys have that opportunity. I hope you guys have the opportunity to relive in your mind over and over again the loss of your loved one in front of you. Watch them deteriorate from chemotherapy, from graft versus host complications, from the inability to eat, the inability to walk, the inability to do anything without somebody else's help. And when you get down to that point, I hope you think of these tweets that you sent out. And when you run that tweet through your head, you will understand what other people in my position have gone through. That's my PSA. And moving forward, anybody in my chat getting personal with anybody about their family or their kids or anybody, you will be banned. I care very little about the amount of viewers I have if those viewers are not quality people. Okay? The last stream I hosted, I had somebody on there who he was a troll. But you know what? He kept it on the subject matter. He's like, "You guys suck. I will go ahead and beat you guys in this game." That's how you troll when you're seeing somebody who you believe is lesser than you in a video game. That's how you do it. You don't attack a person's family or their loved ones, because eventually it's going to come back to you. And I hope these two individuals, who I will not give any source of exposure to, relive what I lived through during that time period. And you will understand what hurt is. And that's it. I will get off my high horse. And I hope you guys will enjoy the stream, because